Hello, everybody. Welcome to Defining Deborah. Um, hey, let me say this on the front end. I am extremely new. And when I say new, I know absolutely nothing about what I'm doing here. Just trying it out as a little hobby to see if I can do it. Still trying to find a program that is very user friendly on how to edit a film. So I do apologize. I had someone tell me that some of my videos were getting cut off, and you might want to look and see. What happens is when someone calls me, then my video will end, but I will do a second part. So I try to pick up from wherever I left off at. So that's the situation. So yeah. So look and see if I did a part 2, and that would be me ending the video. So today, I like to call this Mindful Monday. And I'm a thinker, I'm a person that's always processing. I wish my brain would stop, but it doesn't. That's just how I am. So my video today, the title is going to be What's in a Name? So I first want to start off by giving you the definition of the word name. The definition of the word name is a word or set of words by which a person, animal, place, or thing is known, addressed, or referred to. So it is a word or words used for a person, a place, an animal, or a thing for what it is known, addressed, or referred to. Some of you say, well, where is she going with this today? I'm going to tell you. So, as you know, I'm going to drive, and so I'll let you look at the scenery as I talk. Okay, so, like I said, I'm new to the YouTube streets. I really have not learned the ropes yet. So I'm feeling my way, and I'm watching other people pages and how they do things, and you glean the good out of it and leave the worst. And so sometimes they are talking about things that make me think about something else that I want to talk about. So I wanted to do this in What is a Name? Well, at birth, we're all given a name. Whether we like that name or not, it's the name that whoever was your guardian at the time, whether it was your mother, father, grandmother, aunt, foster parent, whoever it was, or someone else in the family might have given your parents a name. Or you were named after another family member, a name that's passed down, a historical name, sort of like the royals. Maybe that's how your name came about. But all of us are given a name. And we can sometimes, if we choose to, pay the money and have our name changed. Or we can do like my family did. For those who didn't like their names, they just start calling themselves something else. And people picked up on it because they would no longer answer to their given name. So you call them the name of their choice. I say all this to say that where I am at in my life, past my mid-50s, I am knocking on the door of 60. I have been called, addressed, quite a few names, and maybe known for names that I myself would not call myself, nor do I accept to be. I find that we as a society are so emotional, even though we say we're not. I don't understand the name calling between grown adults at all. I just feel that after a certain age, surely you know how to communicate and let somebody know that you're displeased, don't like them, or whatever the case may be, in words that are not so derogatory, negative, and just vulgar, vile, and evil sometimes. So I was looking at a YouTuber, and he's a well-known YouTuber, and his mentor is very well known. Well, I had heard him mention before. I don't look at him a lot because, I'm not much into the celebrity gossip type of YouTubers, like with the R. Kelly stuff was going on, yeah, but it has to be something that really piques my interest about that person that makes me want to really spend my time listening about somebody that's a celebrity. I'm not starstruck. There are people that I would love to have a conversation with, like President Obama. He just comes to mind. I'm trying to think of, there are some female actresses, I cannot think of their name now. And it's not because of their acting ability or anything like that. I would just like to have a conversation with them because of who they are, or the character that I perceive them to be. I should say that. Anyway, he decided to do a video about another blogger whom he has said that he had an attraction to, and apparently behind the scenes he was trying to take out on a date, to dinner, just have a dinner date. Well, there were some things that transpired in YouTube land that made the blogger that he was trying to take to dinner upset because of some other topics that came out with her name in it and things like that. So she just quit having communication with him outside of YouTube, and I think it's because her feelings were hurt. And this is any woman. If any woman was really being honest, if a guy was trying to talk to you privately, let's say you both are well-known, you might be well-known lawyers, school teachers, whatever in the community, and you don't necessarily want everybody in the public to know that you guys are trying to get to know each other, you would be upset if you happen to turn on the TV, or you looked at a newspaper article, or one of your colleagues came up and said, this person said blah, 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 or this person was in the midst of a conversation and they were laughing at you, or whatever the case may be. Excuse me. Something like that would bother me too, because then I'm thinking, wow, you want to take me out on a date, but this is how you treat me in public? Even though we have our own businesses and we're professionals and we may both be on YouTube, there's just a way to handle something like that, I think. And you have to think this out before you decide you want to get to know another personality that's known in whatever it is they do. So once that happened, there was some more issues that came up, and his name was brought in it. And then he said something kind of crass to her on, on his page. So then she said something to him that wasn't very nice on her page. So it's been a back and forth. So, that's bad enough when you see an adult woman and adult man throwing snide remarks to each other, especially after they've been corresponding behind the scenes. But apparently what she said after what he did really hit him, and so he made a whole video talking about her and showing the correspondence between the two of them on his video or his live. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I found it extremely childish, because my thing is this, okay, we're both professionals, we're both in this YouTube land, these are the YouTube streets, and people have beefs, as they call them. We got a whole neighborhood in YouTube that's the beef sector. So when you're having a beef with somebody, why people gotta get so personal? Can't we beef and be professionals about it and leave it on the YouTube streets without taking it to the real streets? Because my thing is, she didn't go show any of the conversations that they had. She called you one name, and that really, really did something to you for you to go. Then you made a nasty little song of her and showed a picture of her and talked about, the conversation. And I was like, wow, that's really beneath you. But I understand when people's emotions get in stuff, but everybody keeps saying on their pages that they're professionals, that they're trying to take their brand to another place and all that. And I'm thinking, I've never known people who are in the real streets, the real world, who are trying to build up their name and do stuff like this. Now, of course, before people start having stuff to say, there are people who have a name who do crazy stuff and bring themselves down. But you're real crazy as hell when you're trying to build your name and you do something crazy and knock yourself down before you even get there. I don't understand why, and these are people who are younger than me, why they have gotten to a point that they have the knowledge, they have the skills to be able to create and make the platform that they're wanting to be on, but sometimes they just don't seem to have the maturity for what it is they're doing. Because a real professional would have looked at that and said, please, I am not finna stoop that low and get into name calling with you and mess up my brand, because this is something that I'm trying to create, because I'm trying to go someplace past YouTube. And this ain't something that I need to, get down in the dirt with you for. That's just like this. This little page I got, I have no idea where it might go. And let me tell you something, I do not despise humble beginnings, because as you get to know me by whatever I share with you on my page, you will see that in my lifetime, there are things that I just tried out because I wanted to try out, and they've been just successful. I believe God has given me the ability to put my hands to something, and if I have a passion and a drive for it, it just automatically grows. So I don't know where this little YouTube right now platform may go,